Hi friends, we're going to continue to learn about the western diamondback rattlesnake. This rattlesnake, it has a rattle at the end. So let's look at it. Here, let's look at the rattle at the end of its tail. So it has black and white down here. And then the tip where the rattle is up here. And every one of those little segments, that's the little bumps in it. That's how, that every time it loses its skin, one of the things that a snake does is it's going to shed its skin. So as it's moving in the forest, it's going to kind of slip out of it. Just think of it like it's wearing a sock, and it kind of like wiggles, and the sock stays and the snake moves on. As they grow, they need to shed their skin. We don't. Actually, when we bathe, we kind of wash off the old skin and we grow new skin, which is great. But I'm going to put this right, let's see, let me put this right here. And we're going to spell rattle. R-A-T-T-L-E. A western diamondback rattlesnake has a rattle. Oh my. Let's look at this shape right here. What are you seeing on the back of the rattlesnake? A diamond. It's in its name. And we have the word diamond right here. So you help me spell it. You're thinking about right here. And I already started it, so think of what's next. I-A-M-O-N-D. That spells diamond. So you're going to notice that they have diamonds that go all across their back. Okay, so they have diamonds and it goes all on their back. Another really interesting thing about our snake, when you stretch it way long, as long as it's going to be, an adult snake will be 3 to 5 feet. My friends, if your parents measured you, you should see how big you are. And then you could see the rattlesnake gets bigger than you. It's a little bit shorter than me and a little bit bigger than you. Wow. The other thing that is interesting about our rattlesnake, look at that tongue right there. Do you see it? It's black. It's called a black forked tongue. Let me see. I think I'm going to put this one right. Let's put it over here. And we're going to put it right there. So we're thinking about right here. Boom, boom, boom. It makes a fork in it. T-O-N-G-U-E. So it's a black forked tongue. The other thing that's really interesting, let's see if this picture shows it. No, not so much. But right here on this one, you can really see it has a triangle shaped head. T-R-I-A-N-G-L-E. And I'm going to write head, H-E-A-D. A western diamondback rattlesnake has a triangle-shaped head. The other interesting thing about the western diamondback rattlesnake, can you see it in that picture? I don't know if there's a shadow, a reflection. It has fangs. So they have fangs, and the interesting thing about their fangs is they actually have extras. I have lots to talk about right here. Let me put it up here next to this where we're going to put fangs. F-A-N-G-S. So they have fangs, and they can lose their fangs, and then they actually grow new ones. And in their fangs, they actually, because they're a rattlesnake, and a lot of the rattlesnake, they call them venomous snakes. Venomous snakes have poison. And so inside where their fangs are, so they have these really sharp fangs in their mouth. Show me fangs. Good job. There's some poison on it. And what the poison's going to do is it's going to stop the animal from moving. And the other interesting thing about the western diamondback rattlesnake is they have scales. S-C-A-L-E-S. And I'm just going to put some marks like that. So snakes have scales, fish have scales. So they have scales, and in fact their scales are a little bit like triangles on the top, and on the bottom of them they're actually more like rectangles, believe it or not. And the rectangles we're going to talk a little bit more because that helps them move really efficiently across the ground. So today we've been talking about the western diamondback rattlesnake. Help me say that. Western diamondback rattlesnake. We're going to think about these numbers right here. Ooh, that's how long they are. And it says a western diamondback rattlesnake, and this one says has 3 to 5 feet. I think I'm going to need to say that differently. Instead of has, we're going to use is. Can you try that with me? A western diamondback rattlesnake. Now instead of has, we're going to use is 3 to 5 feet long. And this one, I think the rest of them we can use our has. A western diamondback rattlesnake has diamonds on its back. Let's say that again. A western diamondback rattlesnake has diamonds on its back. Let's talk about this one. Do you remember what we talked about here? Right, we talked about the rattle. A western diamondback rattlesnake has a rattle on its tail. Let's say that again. A western diamondback rattlesnake has a rattle on its tail. A western diamondback rattlesnake has scales. A western diamondback rattlesnake has scales. Let's talk about its tongue. It's a black forked tongue. Ooh, that's a lot. Let's try it. A western diamondback rattlesnake has a black forked tongue. I only wrote tongue. A western diamondback rattlesnake has a triangle head. Your turn. Let's do it together. A western diamondback rattlesnake has a triangle head. There's one more picture we haven't talked about. We haven't talked about its fangs yet. You ready? Here we go. A western diamondback rattlesnake has fangs. So they don't have a mouthful of teeth. They just have a couple of really sharp poisonous teeth. All right, friends, great job learning about the western diamondback rattlesnake. Until next time,